Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we have a really cool Rakdos build today. It's not the Rakdos ramp that I normally play or Rakdos Discover that is normally running around, but more of a kind of prison board wipe type deck that our opponent is not going to have fun with if they are playing aggro. This deck list was submitted by Vroom Productions. I made a couple of changes just for best of one purposes because they play best of three and they have a whole sideboard. That will be the deck list that'll be linked, not what you see here, and you can make the changes as you would. Because I have a shielded in the main, but there's three in the side in the normal list, so I just dragged one in. And we're just going to go off, play this deck list, and see if we can't get some cool games out of it and see what's happening. We just take a little turn off here. We just take a little wait action, you know? Let them do whatever they want. We get rid of the board, hopefully. That's the goal anyway. Oh, it's that deck. Okay. Makes more sense. Makes more sense. Okay, well, first hit end is good. March is kind of fine. So that's leaving now. I don't have a way to remove this. Not sure. Cool, cool, cool. So now we just have to kind of be like, here's my shielded. Go ahead. Maybe they have removal. Maybe they don't have removal. This whole turn going to be taken up with just removal. No? Okay. I played a dragon, but I think playing shielded makes more sense here. And I don't think Mirac's necessarily that important. There's a tie bar. So that's pretty cool. He minuses. He hits one creature and will make one token. Right now, I don't think he hit anything else in there, correct? No. So we have, oh, now he did. And he can use that token to do that. And as long as he doesn't combo here, we can brothers hit it in, killing the entire board. And then he'll make a couple of tokens again. His tokens hit and then leave. We could also have land. Yeah. Okay. We still going? I hope not. A-wire might. Okay. Clean. No tokens left. I mean, I'm gonna let the two happen. Do have Path Peril. I'd like to deadly cover up if I could do it all at once, but I don't think I'll be able to. So let's play their forest. We can. Path to Peril answers everything. Brothers Hood Hand also answers here. So all that goes away. Then they should make tokens, no? Or no? Okay. I thought when the token creatures entered, it says non-token, right? Oh. Don't tokens technically hit the graveyard and then leave? So I thought maybe that happened, but maybe that doesn't count for that. Sure. Creature tokens you have, add this. Whenever one or more creature cards leave your graveyard, put them on one. No, I don't know. I thought the whole point was like with like Aetherworks Marvel or Aetherflux Reservoir. No, it's not Aetherflux Reservoir. Is it Aetherflux Reservoir? Yeah. That makes an energy when a creature goes in there. I was pretty sure like tokens even counted, but maybe Roots just didn't see it. But I'm unsure personally. Yeah, that makes sense. Return them to your hand. They'll make a token here too. Card's really cool. They play 4 of them. Now they make a token. But our thing here, oh, what a draw for us. We just need a card to kind of pay it off. So we play Mirac's. Then honestly, for me, I think it's just attack here. They can block if they'd like. I think my whole thing is I'm going to wait for them to play Tyvar. And then I'm just going to march it. And I'll just kick a card to do it, because they're most likely going to down tick on Tyvar. So I only need to do 1 damage to it regardless. Please don't just say creatures. Am I... Okay. I thought it was creatures and planeswalkers, and then I was like, wait a minute. I didn't read and double check. Sure. It comes down, and on the minus we'll activate, or we'll play -1. 0, target here. Got a little buff, and now they can't be activated at instant speed, or well, they just can't be activated this turn. Tyvar's passive ability here says activated abilities of creatures you control. So they had haste. So we get some stuff in play. I can clear off the board if I want to. Is that just lethal? Not quite. Just path and then... Yeah, I like doing that. And then Chandra will be lethal on her own. So I'll plus black. We'll double path. I get double path. Also, Haywire Might does gain them life, so it is something we have to be worried about. Set them down to 8. Chandra's 7. They'll go to 6 here, and unless they gain life with like a Haywire Might or something, Chandra can just shoot them for lethal. Here I thought I was going to play Golgari mid-range, and yet Hideous Roots tries to strike again. I'll be playing with that tonight, honestly. I'm going to be playing Yawgmoth in Modern. Maybe they have an answer for Chandra, but then they have to answer the board. There's a lot of things they need to do, but will they be able to do? Then we can do the thing like if they do somehow answer our entire board, we deadly cover up and just exile a card from their graveyard like Tyvar, which one doesn't trigger the roots, but also takes the shenanigans away that Planeswalker can provide. Yep. Probably had enough to answer 1, maybe 2, but just wasn't enough to answer everything, so they had to call it there. One of the weirder matchups for us, I think. We do play a lot of board wipes, but that deck doesn't care too much at times, so thankfully we come away with it, and our Shieldred that we stuck on 4 lived throughout the entire time, so we'll take that. Alright, our opponent goes first. We have a Virtue to connect us to this Path of Peril if it's aggro, and then we have the end to kind of permanently exile something if we want. Orzhov? Most likely control, I have to imagine. Be life gain. They could be doing some crazy stuff up here. I don't know. Life gain's cool. I prefer life gain. 2 lands are cool. I prefer 2 lands. Trust me. Opponent uploaded yesterday or the day before. I'm so far ahead / behind, I don't know where I'm at any given time. This is just creature Planeswalker. Okay. I mean, they're gonna make a token. Sure. Let me go. I would like to do this for more against this slower Orzhov deck, in my opinion. There's Virtue. Probably not. I might actually just fire this off now. I play 2 more copies. Probably don't need to be too greedy about them. Sure. 1, 2. Where are you? Give me them cards. Huh? Are they life gain? I don't know. They're implying they are, but then they no do. So what we do here? Do we play Path? We play Brotherhood. I don't have a white. Do Brotherhood right now. Kill those off the board, and then we do this. Look, we have their creature. I don't get a green source, so maybe that's what they've been waiting for. There's Glissa. Oh, we can answer Glissa. Glissa's not my concern right now, anyway. Path Peril is good. We have a Death Toucher. Play our own land. I kind of want to play this bat, but I don't think there's necessarily a point to do that. Could just end this Glissa and call it a day. Yeah, kind of like that. And then I can Virtue something, and then I can play Virtue next turn. Does that not mean I should Brotherhood in or Path Peril? I don't have the white still. But I could technically Virtue and then Brotherhood in. Actually, like that, because then I can steal the Glissa and make it my own next turn. No, I'm hesitating a little here, but at the same time, it's just the plays I'm trying to make. Do play white though. They can technically exile, and now they can exile it if they want. Really knows. Or this is only opponent's graveyard, actually, right? Those are flips. It's a lot of damage for me to just try to slam the Virtue here. I don't think it's the worst. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go for it. I think their Glissa brick walls most of it. And I can always path and end or something like that. Path can take this, or the end can take this, and then path can clear the rest of the board. Unless they play something else that's a little more brutal and then I have to answer. Main thing that's been troublesome for us thus far is that our opponent had been missing land drops. So they, land-wise, they are good. Long goodbye. Whenever another creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life. Okay. A lot of damage on board. So much damage. The exiles. Let's go for that route. We'll exile this. We'll look. They have one in hand. They have a case. Man, their deck is a wild build, huh? We'll read that if it comes out. Okay. All right, cool. I think we could. So I think we're pretty safe in regards to what's happening here. Take those. They'll draw a card. That's fine. And then for me, it is just do this. Take my 3 and call it a day. Or I guess it's another creature too. Take my 2, call it a day. Shut this case off. They could play this and then maybe case me. But it doesn't kill the Glissa. There's a Preacher. Okay. Ooh, playing the case now. Doing 1. But it's got Death Touch because the creature deals the damage. That's so sick, actually. I didn't even think about that. That's so sick, though. Wow. I did not think of that. That's wild. Play the bat. The bat's going to be a way for us to climb back in. And then we can long goodbye this Preacher whenever they put this other case on the stack. Because I assume our bat's going to be their target. But we're going to kill that probably regardless because we actually want their Preacher. Because the Preacher's cool. I can't believe that thing works that way. That's so sick. That's so cool. I just like didn't even think about it that way. I just had a couple brew ideas show up in my head too. One of them being playing the 1 mana Death Toucher along with this case. So they double hit Glissa, nothing happens. I bring back Preacher. I go into combat. I have Path, which is cool. But I think I'm on the path of just attacking here. They have to answer Glissa. They have no choice. Unless they would like their wedding announcements to be less. Okay. Or not even their wedding announcements, but not less. I mean, I guess just gone, right? So there's that. Now, do we path them? Don't take care of this, but I have a March, which should be good enough. Plus this Ascendant Dragon, so I'm kind of just gonna wait. Play a second one of those. Kirby. They're trying to move to combat. Let's take a look at what cards you might own that I can use. Cards that I cannot use right now, at least. 1, 2, and 3. And 0. We'll target here. We'll auto pay that. And then we go back up. They make a 1/1, but no real attack here. Like, we get hit for 2, but that's definitely nothing comparatively. As you can see, they also play the Death Toucher to kind of combo with this, by the way, which is super sick. Take 3 more. We have to keep kind of being aggressive about everything. Play this. As we continue to maybe play more and more creatures here. Play this down. Play this guy out. Gain a life. Play our dragon out. We're a little bit more committed to the board now than we've ever been thus far. We're at 9. They're at 19. So we definitely attack here. Make a lifelinker. Make another creature. Make them discard a card. Make a bat. and over again, we'll slowly grind this game out of control, because we did look at their deck and I don't think they had anything to quite get them out of this spot. When it goes first, we have a bit of a slower hand, but like a good hand, at least on the low mana curve side, so we can try this. Oh, we might be dead. I know, big shock car right here. Got like a slower hand, and aggro turns his ugly little face. Is welcome. It's a 3/3. It's unfair. A 3/3 that I gotta. Ooh, no. Okay. Well, I can technically march that thing. I might just have to. Dependent. Sure. That's a Godric. 4. Can I do this when they use? No, I didn't think so. That sucks. Well, they even have a treasure token up. That's a tough sell. I can't even do 3, so I kind of have to just take it. Just brutal enough. My turn. Play this, and now we are back against the wall, that's for sure. Yeah, that makes sense. We're gonna do this for 4. We're gonna attempt. We're trying to dodge monster trade, but they can also give this protection and we lose regardless, which is what they've been, I think, holding up for the entire time. They lightning strike their own card. Okay. Wasn't fully prepared for that. And I think just like that, we probably lost the game. Too many bad draws. So we'll concede. I mean, we can't win with cards that don't. We can't win with this hand. Like, it's just not possible, I don't think. We go first. I haven't kind of won black mana here. It is kind of sucks, but Descendant Dragon's kind of cool. At least at retrospect. So we'll play events. See what's up. Payments. All right, Descendant Dragon, listen. You're cool. I do not need you in 3 copies, please. Like, we just had this problem last game where, guess what? You're a big poopy butt. Not a fan. There's no land, not a second black source, so we'll hold off on this Mirix for now. I mean, I'm not holding anything. I'm just going to fire this off. I don't want to click the button every time. Hey, very cool. 2 cards I can't cast. I don't have a treasure right now. There's definitely a hard deck for that to be good in overall. Audacity, sure. Need a path or a brother's fit in very badly. We need to just be able to answer this board, and we don't find it. Now I could play a Descendant Dragon, but the problem with that is it's just going to get hit with an ossification, I think. I'll get rid of the big boy because I have to. Okay, so they have a dead hand, so we have chances. Or thinning out their deck with creatures as well. So they're getting 2 draws. They get Audacity draw and then draw for turn. So again, we just know our creatures aren't necessarily that good. Creature Companion, nice. They might copy this to definitely draw more. Especially if that last card that they drew was not very good. Who really knows? They do take the draw. Sure. Audacity, that sucks. That sucks so much. Yeah, so we play this, tap this for colorless, and I just play this, and then we march this unless they offer us a trade, and then we'll obviously take it. I think big trade it boy. Or if they try to Audacity again, I'm definitely We allow that. That is your card anyway. Audacity onto there. So if Audacity is going to answer the same thing, right? We probably just take care of the Weaver. So they like, because if we remove this one, this Audacity will draw him a card. If we remove the Weaver before this is attached, it won't draw a card. And honestly, I'm down to just pitch this robbery because I don't think we have time to sit around and wait for it. And I'd much rather gain the 4 life here. It lowers the Spirited Companion. Gives us much more time. And we draw another March, which is cool. We're going to play Descendant Dragon. Hope it's good, but I have a weird feeling that this is just another ossification in hand because they didn't do anything too crazy again. Yeah. So we get that. Do we get hit for another 3 here? I might just constantly just keep playing these dragons out. Especially if I hit another mana, because then it's just clean cut, play dragon. Oh, big score is pretty good. Actually like big scoring right now. If we hit land, we're feeling good about it. We do. Yeah, so we're gonna play Celestis. And we're gonna play this guy. We'll just trade him off. We'll use our cards for value later, hopefully. Weaver of Harmony, sure. Second Weaver of Harmony. They even attack. They don't even attack. Okay. Alright, we're cooking now. We don't have time for these Myrixes, so get rid of them right now. Hit a Plains and a Weaver, and we can play the Weaver, which is really cool. So we play out their Plains, we play out their Weaver. Now we're cooking. Honestly, yeah, I just like playing out all my creatures here, I think. Then we'll just pass it up. We're working hard. Working hard for the monies. Naturalist draw. I still feel like most of their hand's dead though. Realistically, I just want to gain life, I think. But I just let it hit me. And attack when the rest of it's down. I think I just let it hit me. It's like a weird thing where it's like they haven't really been playing much anyway, and they've kind of just been on this flood train most of the time. I'm actually more inclined to just ignore it and then just ship my team in. I guess Weaver attack's kind of bad, but that's oh, that's the block. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Whatever, it'll be fine. I could have gained one more, but we get that Naxos off the board. Our Naturalist sticks, and now we are having a very good time. It taps to do that, so we just pass. Very possible our opponent plays nothing. Calyx. Oh my. Oh my. Oh gee. Oh gee whiz. What are they going to take from us though? Copy Spirit. They give Spirited Companion bigger. What are they going to make a copy of? Ossification? Audacity? Question marks all around? I feel like it has to be ossification, but I also get it not being ossification. Yeah, that makes sense. Put it there. What are you taking though? Take their own creature. That makes a lot of sense to me. Make Calyx slightly bigger. Alright, well, right when I thought I might have been out of the woods, I'm ever so farther in. Okay. Oh, these have to actually be colored, right? Yeah. Okay, so white, black, Myrix. Bring this up. Move to combat. Again, I'm pushing the envelope. I'm trying to get this game closed for the most part. Plus, it's not good. Tabs and menace, so it doesn't really matter if they feel like they're blocking or not. And this is deadly cover up, so I thought this was the end in my hand, so I definitely made a little bit of a punsy there, but that's fine. That's fine. Take the action. Well, find an answer regardless. So, not too opposed. They go to combat. We better triumph to Calyx. We'll just take 3 life. Will they even give me a block here? Okay, 3 life. Cancel. Rid of blocks. Block here. Now we do this. That off the board. Get this trade. They can draw a card. So be it. They land. Wow, what a flood from our opponent. This is actually insane. Activate. It leaves our Mirexes up, but we're going to attack for 6 here. What a flood. That's insane. That's so many lands that they drew. We probably shouldn't win that game. I've played against enchantments, and I've played enchantments a lot. You don't see that many lands very often, so. Go first. What a hand, my lord. We'll draw something, right, team? Oh, we're in pain now. We'll draw something, right, team? Sure. You can counter that if you'd like. I would like for you not to, but you can. Okay. That didn't stop that at all. Okay. They're like, oh, I see Celestis. Does it have an ETB? Okay, I guess I'll get it off the board. Get rid of cut down. That makes sense. That does indeed make sense to me. Just one. Just an Unamas. Clear the board. We'll call it a day from there. Celestis, you're normally so nice. Right now, our opponent is playing stuff. Ooh. You like the board wipe or the thing that can remove your bat? Up to you. For a thing that can remove your bat. Okay. You have a second bat. Okay, that makes sense. Brothers hit end off the top. Specifically, brothers hit end. Path peril doesn't count. Okay, never mind. What if we do neither? Yeah. That's sick. Very excited about that. Let's play this. Let's just end our turn. You tide binding me? No? Okay. I was just asking for a friend, you know. Sokusan's kind of whatever. They play only flyers, so I'd rather conceal information than cycle the Sokusan. Which is like a weird thing to say, but I feel like it's kind of right. What do you got for me, opponent? Play your spell. Do you waste? You have a third bat to take my virtue. I would cry. Tears of joy, probably. But, you know, somebody's got to do it. And your 2 life. Cool. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now we're sneak attacking. Get in there. You're efficient, Mirex. Go get them. Wow. If they tell you that your hands can't get any worse, I wouldn't believe him. 2 mana. I'll take this one. I would like my march back, please. I can pay up to 4 or 3. If you don't know what I'm referring to, make this appear kicked, or whatever it's called that you want to call it. Make this appear, or the other thing. And because I need cards for Magic the Gathering, I would like to play this and put it on 1 and pop this, please. Thank you. I can still pay 3 mana. Can't pay 4, but that still accomplishes the same thing. Auto pay. You have 2. I had 2 mana in the Celestis up. Okay, I think either that thinking's a troll and they messed up, or that thinking was, do I really fire another one of these off for that? And I'm not sure. I don't know the answer. But Celestis will trigger here because it goes to day. We gain a little life back. Here comes the Tidebinder finally. Shut that off, and now this is a generic artifact. This is a 3-mana artifact to be sacrificed to Fiddlebender. Brother, where's my lands? Now I can't even board wipe this. Because if I wanted, well, I guess I could have done that. Big oopsie poopsie on my part. Could have played the Virtue and forced the counterspell out. They play Wedding Announcement, sure. I think they have exactly counterspell. And that was them holding it for the future. Or do I just slam Virtue regardless and just act like I don't care? Because even if they draw the counterspell again, I'll still have the mana to pay for the Deadly Cover-Up. It's not like I lose that mana. But I can also just exile their Rafines from their deck by resolving the Deadly Cover-Up. That would be sick. But I can also steal the Rafine and make him mine. I think clearing the board's actually better. I've talked myself out of it. This one. And right now, I have 4 mana available, 3 mana available. There's Tidebinder on this, so I don't have that mana available. And for us, we're gonna go in here. We're gonna grab this Rafine, to their hand, destroy evil. Okay. Take out the other Rafines here. The graveyard, nothing. Their deck, Virtue, Shieldred. Okay, so creature-wise and stuff, we should probably be good. Like, realistically. We only played 1 spell. Our basic swamp is violent. It's fine. We'll find it. So what we need to find is a Chandra at some point. Use that to kind of help us win this game. This enchantment. Well, this is an enchantment. Go for it. You can remove it. I don't have that hand disruption anyway, so it's not like it would do me any good regardless. I only care to march this if they play another creature and try to double attack to get a draw off the Wedding Announcement. For now, stay vigilant. Okay, well, that's probably best draw. I had to give him one. Now we just hold this march for the Celestis trigger potentially. Now we might cycle here. In case our other card's good. Make more creatures. Like I said, our march could suck. So. Or our draw could suck. So Celestis pop off. Here we go. Take the action. There's Chandra. Swamp can go. We think that they drew exactly counterspell. Could be another destroy evil, but also Chandra is not necessarily safe on this board. Much safer next turn. I can make mana march and pop 2 different things, huh? But Tidebinder also shuts off Chandra. That sucks. There's a lot of stinky things. I mean, we'll at least take the action. Long goodbye. It's actually pretty clean. I'll take it. It's uncounterable removal, especially if we put Chandra in. They try to do something. Their whole deck, besides a Shieldred, goes underneath Chandra. I'll take my 6. They'll draw. I'll loot. Or I won't loot. I will make token. Sure. Okay. Like mana efficiency on my end step. I'm like, farewell. Nice. So we have enough to pay for the counter spell. They have to have double or Tidebinder, like we said.
You have no idea who you're messing with.
Now, even if they try to Tidebinder this, doesn't matter. But I'm going to Long Goodbye because I want the Celestis to trigger. Under copy. They could get rid of the copy, I guess. But get rid of both of those. I'll take this double flax creatures in here. Wouldn't that suck? 40 cards left in our library. Sure. I feel like we've been through so many cards here. Let's set in a little bit risky with our Chandra, but if they play more wedding announcements, make more tokens, like it's just gonna be worth it because we can always plus on Chandra and hopefully cast a different spell instead. They go for our life total. Interesting. Yeah, that makes more sense to an extent. I get like not doing it as well.
Big mistake.
Sure. Make a token. Would you like to cut down it? Like to cut down this token? You know what we need? Outrageous robbery right now. That's what we need. Big action. Big score, probably good enough too. Never mind. We're absolutely cracked. What do I do now? What do I do now, team? What on earth do we do now? How many cards is that? So many cards.
We can do this together.
Oh, look for a second. Outrageous robbery does not care. So I need to leave at least 2 behind. 1, 2. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So for 6. No, I'm just stupid. I mean, honestly, if I hit their shielded, I'm okay with that too. All right, I would like to double this. I'd like to look at your top 12. There's a lot of cards. Team. I found cards. Okay. What do we do now? I'm gonna gain a life. Yeah. Combo and now. I have Emperors. I have Go for the Throats. I have Tidebinders. I don't even know what to do with this. I'm lost. They're lost. The sauce is sauced. I will end turn. I will play with all these cards of yours. If I find another outrageous robbery, I can go for the mill plan, which is really cool. They go to attack. We got some devastating news. Because what we'll do is we'll go for the throat, target this. Chandra will trigger. We'll target the other one. And then if they try to do anything, we'll memorialize it. Then they'll have to pay for it all. And then Chandra will still be around. And everything will be looking good. You know? So those are gone. We're having a good time. 37 to 25. I'm having a blast. That makes sense. If I just alpha it. Can you imagine? Be so messed up. We're gonna play their manas. I like playing their manas more than my manas. My manas suck. I don't even think I do anything. Like, do I just do like, okay, white. I'll play an Emperor, I guess. And then I will just make a Samurai. Because they don't know what cards I have. Oh, I guess I have a wedding announcement too. Because they don't know what cards of theirs I have. And they're probably still playing to their outs. But the problem is, like, I don't think they have any outs. Like, realistically. Okay. So this is a deck that I made a couple of changes. And Varun will definitely be able to tell. He plays a little more best of 3, I believe. He talks about sideboard options. And I was like, you've watched me long enough, big dog. You know I'm best of 1. But I made very slight changes to the list just for that best of one thing. Like for example, there was no shielded in the opener. There's no deepest betrayal in the starting deck. There's 4 of these. There's 4 of these, and there's 4 of these, I believe. But I added then like the 2 long goodbyes, and then I added 1 copy of the end. Just these are the cards I added, I believe. I think that's all. Just to kind of thicken up our best of one chances, I believe. But outside of that, I mean, the deck was sweet. There was definitely like, you're definitely soft to control for the most part. I do think, you think control just kind of sucks for us, and not even necessarily control, but like Jace Mill, or we just don't do anything with kind of how our opening hands are, for example. So if you want to talk about like control and what's like dead cards against that matchup, you can argue that's fine. But like, at least from what I built here, pretty much dead cards. Like this doesn't really do anything because we don't play a lot of creatures ourselves. So for the most part, these are all dead cards in our deck. And then like you can argue these are kind of whatever, but like this card's really good. Chandra's obviously really good. Like these are the best cards in that spot. Celestis is nice just to thin all these away, but outside of that, like this risky because if they counter it and you have no like nothing to pay for it, then you discarded a card and did that, so they kind of 2 for 1 you there. So control is definitely a soft spot, but aggro is kind of where we want to be and thrive with. That's why we got to March to gain some life. This was probably the weakest card that I felt was in the deck. Like at times I'm like it saved me, but also if I just had a cut down, I feel like I was fine. Or like even just more of like these board wipes here. Like if I just had more of these sometimes like as well, I felt fine. But March was good. I mean, March is good. I think my thing I liked about March in a deck that I played in the past was the Abzan pile. Abzan being green, black, and red. Or that's John. What? White, not what? Not green. Sorry. Yeah, not green, white. But that was because we played up to Beanstalk, along with March of Wretched Sorrow and March, the White March, and you could pay them off and then also draw a card. So you didn't care as much when you would pay a lot into this and pitch a card because you had the Beanstalk drawing extra cards. And I think I would kind of want to revisit that deck because that deck was sick, and then use this kind of as a win con. But I'm really glad we did get to see this card pop off a little bit. Also, I'm going to fix this real quick because I have it all butchered. But I do like the robbery a lot. I think it's a really cool win con, especially against like that Esper deck in the end game where we're just like, I'm going to look at your 12. I'm going to hold up 4 mana to play everything. And if we pass, Chandra's going to double anything I cast. So like, even if they casted a good spell, like a board wipe that got everything or something, and they had 3 mana, the counter spell was also going on a stack twice to make them pay 6, or they got countered. It was very cool, very impressive overall. And it went well. I think I lost 2 games in total. One was just Boros that played a knight on turn 2 again. And I was like, I think we're all pretty bored of watching that. I could be wrong, but it was literally, they went first and they just did the thing that they do. And I was like, okay, cool. I will just move on. And then the second one we lost was against just control. And it was, my hand was literally perfectly set up to be aggro. And I had literally only like these hard removal spells for that match. And even like a Path to Peril, I didn't even have the Brothers Hood in. And we hit the 4th land, and I just said, I'm okay. And I conceded the game. I didn't even play it because it just wasn't worth it to me. But besides that, I hope you all enjoyed. This deck was fun. I called it Prison. I don't know why I called it Prison, but hope you all enjoyed regardless. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.